To Darlington, welcome. This is Nigeria's finest radio, where you have a voice to talk. And now this is where Nigeria's finest conversation takes place every evening. Mr. Darlington, good evening and welcome to the show.
Pretty mama.
Mr. Darlington, they say people now have $20 billion in excess.
Manabiko, $20 billion. What is the...
that means you have over 12 trillion naira now that you have saved. That should be up to almost half of our budgets right now. At least over 40% of our budgets, of our 2025 budgets, we should have saved it. We've saved it. If we look at the amount we've saved from subsidy now, based on the $20 billion that the coordinating minister for the economy told us that we've saved so far.
Precious, sir? I want to ask you, please, is there any wisdom for you to have money and then you still go about borrowing all over the place? Is there any, can somebody tell me the wisdom in that? Maybe, I don't know. I went to nice school. I don't know some of this things. Can somebody explain to me? Because we need explanation. When the Minister of Finance was saying this, I was asking myself, am I hearing, what am I hearing? Am I hearing another story? You have this kind of money, and just 2 days ago, you now went to the National Assembly for them to approve another $2.4 billion for you to show up 2024 budget. Precious,
sir?
2024 budget that is about to end in the next 1 month. You are still looking for money to show it. Or what does that tell you? Meanwhile, you have saved $20 billion. So where is the money? You can see now. As far as I'm concerned, this is a lie. This is a propaganda. When there is this clamor, when there is this attack that was article released that your policy is killing Nigeria, your policy is impoverishing Nigeria. So when these things became too high like that, they will look for somebody they will look for something to throw in to douse the tension. You see. The reason for saying this now, Tinubu want me to believe that his reform is working because he has saved $20 billion.
But is it not working, sir?
Where is it working? Where? You impoverish your people. Is that an achievement? You reduce the purchasing power that, to the extent that the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria said that nobody is buying their goods. Their goods are in the warehouse, worth over 1.4 trillion naira. Is it not because people don't have any purchasing power? You have reduced their purchasing power to almost zero. Is that an achievement? So whom are you saving this money for? What are you using it for? So it doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. The essence of government is the welfare of the people. It's as simple as that.
All right, let's.
So if the people are not taking care, then what are you working for? You had it that by next year, 133 million of your people, precious, we enter deep inside the poverty. Right. And you are telling me look, that figure is a fake figure as far as I'm concerned.
Very startling.
It's a fake figure because I didn't see the need. I didn't see where it entered. Then Tinubu is telling you that his reform is beginning to yield fruit. Where is it? Please, where is it? Somebody should give me an example. All the supporters of Tinubu, please, when you call, tell me that this is one thing that Tinubu have achieved that is helping the whole country. I'm not talking of things that are helping his own cronies. Don't tell me that after all, one of his cronies bought a car recently. Is that not achievement? If he didn't have money, will he buy a car? That one of his cronies is building a house. If he didn't have money, will he build a... So I don't want to... Tell me that the ordinary Nigerian, how are they benefiting from Tinubu's government? Just tell me. Is it the food stuff that have gone down? Because that is where it matters most to the people. So when all this is not there, please, where is the achievement you are talking about? Precious.
All right, let's run through the hot topics that we have this evening, because you're welcome to the show. And the hot topic this evening: tension in Abia community as soldiers gunmen clash, and still one injured as gunmen attack Anambra vigilante operators. Sit at home: private mission schools closed over gunmen attack in Anambra State. Body of slain farmer found in Enugu community shortly after killing of 3 farmers. Headsmen blamed for deadly assaults. And then, from from sports talent to secessionist leader, Simon Ekpa, and his political career, latest on his political career in Finland. And then, Rivers crisis, conduct election to replace sacked pro-Wike lawmakers, Damango to INEC. Oh, wow. You'll be shocked. What changed? How an aspirant gave each delegate $30,000 during 2022 PDP primaries. Barrister Darlington, one aspirant, $20,000. Let me take a break and come back, Ojari, because this matter is pain my ear. After the break, we'll be right back. Lagos, stay with us.
From the views on the streets,
we go to bed empty hunger,
to the blaring horns of a hustling city. The loudest voices of the common man got a medium to be heard.
This particular administration, they were coming unprepared.
It's not a bad thing to renovate the president's lodge.
Through top-notch programming, unbiased reportage of news, sports, business, entertainment, and cultural documentaries, Voice of the People 90.3 FM became a symbol for 21st century media. And now, a new baby is born. Voice of the People Television, VOP TV, youthful, full of vigor and pressure for excellence in the continent's media space, exposing the wrongs, applauding the rights, dissecting the news without fear or favor, through factual and accurate stories and contents.
Corruption kills three things and makes a society.
Representing the interests of the people and giving them a voice. Voice of the People TV is here to stay towards building a fair society. VOP TV, Voice of the People Television, truly a voice for the people.
You're welcome back. You're still 90.3 Voice of the People. If Barrister Darlington, it's only natural to start with updates from what people will term the sit-at-home enforcement in the southeast, especially following Simon Ekpa's detention. But let's get started with other issues there. Then we did hear that tension has gripped Mbata Umuchima village in Isialangwa North Local Government area of Abia State as soldiers engage in a fierce battle to dislodge gunmen allegedly hiding in the area surrounding bushes. Military sources reveal that over 15 Hilux trucks and armored vehicles have been deployed to comb the bushes and neutralize the gunmen, who are believed to have established a base near a river at the Abia Imo State bordering Mbise. So the operation to dislodge the hoodlums started this morning. We did hear. And they said that they've secured the junctions leading to and to the to and fro the village and have engaged the gunmen in the surrounding bushes. So the military sources said that the confrontation has sparked panic amongst residents, prompting many to flee to safer locations. As at the time of filing the report, efforts to get statement from the public relations officer of the 14th Brigade Army or Hafia, Lieutenant Innocent Omali, was unsuccessful. Security operations in the area are ongoing. In the area are ongoing as authorities work to restore calm and order. Now, many linked this to the Governor Alex Oti's statement of saying that he would deal with the opposition who's trying to destabilize the state. Barrister Darlington, this surely should be a step in the right direction if truly it is led by the governor of the state. This military actions were from the prompt of the governor of the state to ensure that they deal with some non-state actors in the state.
Precious,
Sir?
There are many non-state actors in the southeast, from unknown government to Fulani killer herdsmen to what is it called, Ebubago, and so many others. They should not concentrate on one. They should flush out every one of them so that peace will return in the southeast. Because if you concentrate on one, the other ones will be operating. Like the Fulani men who are going to kill farmers in their farm. What do you call that? Is that not enough to cause problem? Why would a Fulani man go and kill somebody in his farm? And you see it as nothing? Tell me. You mean if those people in that village or locality to rise up against those Fulani men, will they survive it? So please, if they truly want to do something, don't just tell us you are fighting unknown government somewhere. That is good. Then there are others.
Oh, now speaking about that herdsman thing, I'm sure perhaps you're speaking about the incident that happened over the weekend. I think Friday or so, where we did hear that. I think this incident happened on Friday, where at least 3 farmers were killed and several others wounded in Mbuji community, the community home of the chairman of the Isioza local government area in Anambra State. So we did hear that tensions were rising and still high in that place in Eha Amofo, Isioza local government area of Enugu State, after the gruesome discovery of a farmer's body brutally killed by suspected herdsmen, according to the community. Now, the victim identified as Igwe Nwaike from Mbo community. They said they found that he was found dead on his farm on Sunday with his body already in state of decomposition. Now, the incident comes after a renewed attack on Friday where at least 3 farmers were killed and several others wounded in the Mbuji community, the community home of the local government chairman of Isioza local government area. The latest attack occurred barely 24 hours after the previous one, the report suggesting that the invaders were joined by residents from neighboring Benue State communities. You'd recall that Benue State has always been a victim of what people call farmer-herder clashes, but some say is a massacre of the indigenes. Now, video footages obtained showed that, captured the anguish of Ebo community residents who expressed feelings of abandonment by the government and security agencies amidst the ongoing issue. Barrister Darlington, this looks like a non-stop issue. So I think that's the situation you were talking about in Enugu State.
Exactly. Because when this Egba thing happened, we say, okay, now that he has been picked up in Finland, let me see. If there's any insecurity again in the South, let me see whom they are going to name. Now you can see it. You can see it now that these people have renewed the attack, the killing. Or for what purpose? Look at how long these Fulani herdsmen have been killing people. Over what? Precious, over what? When is it going to stop? In their own farm or in their own farm? Over what? And the people concerned, they are not even bothered. They are kinsmen in the north, they are not bothered. They are so happy that yes, their people are killing people all over Nigeria. But let one of them be killed in retaliation now, you will see. Precious, you will see. I said this is what we call problem in Nigeria. I'm telling you. You see this selective persecution and the prosecution, it will destroy Nigeria more than any other thing. If you don't reprimand the wrongdoing, no matter who is involved, it will cause problem. If they don't check this in, before you know it now, most Igbos will not be, release him, Simon Egba then. Simon Egba is not the criminal here. Because the real criminal, you have refused to prosecute them. Then why did you arrest Simon Egba? The story will now change. You will not say that Igbos are supporting terrorism. No, this terrorism that they have brought into our land now, who is behind it? Precious, who is behind this terrorism now that is going on? Those people they killed now, they are breadwinners in their family.
Are you saying the killers ought to have been fished out already?
In fact, you don't need to talk. You just pick them, let them face the same music now. Because they didn't do anything. You will see now, before weekend now, another one will happen. The same people, they will move to another area and do the same thing. And nothing will be done. Did you hear that they picked the people who killed those farmers? Did you hear? Or are they spirits? They cannot be far from that vicinity now. The villagers know them now. Then why haven't the security agents go and pick them up? You keep quiet. By the time this thing will now boomerang into another thing, you will say they will still turn it around and blame the Igbos. They will find a way to blame them for protecting themselves. What kind of provocation will make you go and kill somebody in his farm? He didn't come to your own farm, oh. You went to kill him in his farm. What for? No, look at it. Because by the time they will try to change the narrative now, they will find a way to blame the Igbos. Look, this killing must stop, oh. Seriously. We are saying it here that this killing in Igbo must stop. We have had enough. How many times do you hear that an Igbo man went to go and kill any Hausa or Fulani man in the north? How many times? Precious. Please tell me, how many times did you hear that an Igbo man who is staying in the north kill one Hausa man or one Fulani man for whatever reason? But here they will come here and kill our people. For an unprovoked attack in their own land, in their own farm. And the federal government kept quiet. Is that how to reform a country? Is that how to bring peace? Is that how to unite a country? Oh, it is always good when the Igbos are being killed, Abi, and they keep quiet. That's when that's when Nigeria will be one.
So, Barrister Darlington, speaking about that, there's something that's been bothering me. I still remember that one Ezinwa Jagu is still
in detention
till now. Why has the Igbo, why haven't we why perhaps do we not have a situation where the Igbo people or the Igbo community in Lagos State would come together and seek for his release or perhaps do something about it? The last time I, invited the spokesperson to the governor here, he said that case wasn't in their, it's not within their purview. That it's from the presidency, from the federal government.
Are you serious? It's now a federal offense to say that you bring somebody to protect you. No, it has become a treasonable felony, Abi. You can see how they always find a way to change the narrative.
Because they said at the time he made a statement and IPOB was a proscribed group, to a terrorist group, and then that means he's calling on terrorists to come to Lagos State too. So that it was a federal issue. But till now we've not heard of trials or stuff. The few trial times we've heard, I think it was stalled or so in court, and then nothing really has happened. And he's still there. And it's 1 year and counting already.
I have told you here that IPOB has proscribed. The court have proscribed IPOB. And even the court said they should compensate them and their members. There is never a day IPOB was seen or claimed to be a terrorist organization. It was Buhari out of hatred. It was Buhari that did it out of hatred.
Okay?
He hated us. He's not even apologetical about it. Buhari was the one who did that thing. Meanwhile, they did terrorists in his backyard. He refused to proscribe them. Until everybody talked, and they did it reluctantly. Even when they did it reluctantly, they are still operating. Precious.
Like the bandits.
They are still operating.
But why do we still call them bandits and not call them the terrorists that they are?
In fact, they are seminary students. They are not bandits. They are seminary students. They are not bandits too. That will tell you how corrupt this Nigerian state is. When we say this in here, we are talking with facts, Precious. Look at how long it took Buhari to proscribe those terrorists, all of them in the north. But immediately, because Nnamdi was agitating for self-determination, they proscribed him and did everything and then put him in detention. And you are telling me that we are one Nigeria. You are telling me that there will be peace in Nigeria. You can see that the problem of this country has been created by the government itself. They are the one that created all this problem by this injustice, by this inequality, by this selective persecution. That is how government have created problem in Nigeria, and they are looking for who created the problem. No,
all right, so
it's not the people, it's the government.
So Barrister Darlington, still speaking about insecurity in the southeast, an unidentified gunmen have attacked operatives of the Anambra State Vigilante Service along the Ame-Shiuga Road in Ugwata local government area of Anambra State. Now, the incidents which occurred I think it was over the weekend on Sunday, resulted in one vigilante member sustaining injuries while the operational vehicle was set ablaze. Unidentified gunmen, we don't know who they are. So the Anambra State Police spokesperson SP Tochukwu Ikenga confirmed the incident in a press statement released today. He said police operatives responded swiftly, rescuing the injured vigilante, who was immediately taken to the hospital and receiving treatment. Ikenga explained that the police secured the scene and He said the police led security forces on Sunday to act swiftly on the matter. But I was still looking for where would say that, we caught the unknown gunmen.
No, they are never caught. They are never caught.
They're dealing with them.
Pressure, they are never caught. You can see what we are talking about. They are never caught. Nobody knows them. Oh, they came from the air. That is one story that nobody have been able to explain to us. How did unknown gunmen enter the Southeast, Precious? How? What are they looking for?
And Barrister Darlington, that same incidents happened in another location again. But let's even look at the sit-at-home issue, because today, Monday, sit-at-home Anambra State has intensified, even with the arrest of Simon Ekpa. Following recent attacks across the state. In response, private and mission schools that had been operating on Mondays, JJLO, have now suspended classes until further notice. These schools, private and mission schools, have been operating, but they now call today and say, you know what, we need to do again. Now, the Catholic Education Council issued a directive citing security concerns, announcing that school would no longer hold on Mondays. Students are advised to stay home and resume on Tuesday, November 26. However, senior secondary school SS3 students are expected to attend school on Mondays and Sundays on Mufti. Make on no wear uniform. May nothing go happen to now. So the decision came after reports of threats by unknown individuals to attack school buses and institutions that remained open on Mondays. In response to these threats, commercial activities in Anambra were also affected, with traders at Oka's main market hurriedly closing their shops after hearing the gunmen were targeting the market. The Anambra Innovative Week. We also did hear that the Anambra Innovative Week, which commenced today, was also, scantily attended, as the turnout was really very low, because a lot of people feared to attend events because they were adhering to the sit-at-home for fear of, breakdown of law and order, for fear of their life or being attacked. Barrister Darlington. So many thought that with the arrest of Simon Ekpa, who takes glory, by the way, takes responsibility for the enforcement of the sit-at-home, that with his arrest, things may begin to come back to normalcy in the Southeast. But it looks like all is not over yet.
It can't be over until the federal government come and tell us where these people came from, who are they, why they. Because, Precious,
Sir?
do you remember that it was because of insecurity that the federal government brought him soldiers, police, DSS into the Southeast? To the extent that everyone you see checkpoint all over the place. Please, somebody should tell me, how come with the presence of all these security agencies, things are still happening? Please, can somebody explain to me that with the presence of these same people, things are still going on as if nothing is, nobody is checkmating anything? Then who is behind it? How come when they operate, nobody will be arrested? They will not trade them to where they are. I mean, if you look at the entire Southeast, you can't have any stretch of land that is up to 2, 3, 4, 5 kilometers that nobody is inhabiting, that nobody is building. It's not possible. You cannot have an ungoverned state in the Southeast. No place. So where did these people disappear to that nobody can find them? Where? Do we have so many bushes like we have in the north that nobody is occupying? Do we have it in the Southeast, please? Do we have it? So why is it that you cannot identify these people? It is after they have operated and gone. Then you start picking up innocent youths within that area. Innocent youths. Some of them will disappear completely. Some of them you will wound them. Without any trial, without any profiling, you just see them as a young man. You now suspect that they are the unknown gunmen. If they are how would they be staying in their father's house? You can imagine. So this thing is a deliberate act to wipe out the entire Southeast. Because nobody can explain to me why you have so many security checkpoints. Then these people will come and operate. Did they fly in the air? Did they pass through the road? The road they were passing through, no security checkpoint there or what? So where are they checkpointing? Where? That is something that nobody have explained to me. If these people know that, look, if they move from this Oshodi, down to Bagada, going either to Lagos Island or to Roshoki, somebody will be here to stop them. We don't operate. Eh? Where is that place that you say there is so much bush, when they enter there nobody can find them? In the southeast. I'm not talking of Imo State alone. So something is going on and nobody is trying to explain it to us, but we know. That's why we are saying it here. There is ethnic cleansing going on in the southeast. Ethnic cleansing, deliberate, you know, as if, in fact, deliberately orchestrated. So let nobody be deceived. Using Simon Egba or whoever is neither here nor there. They have arrested Simon Egba. He's in Finland now. He's inside the detention. He's in their prisons. So, what else is causing problem now, Precious? What else is causing problem? After all, even when Simon Egba was there, this killing was still going on. That is why I disagree with him. He was not protecting the so-called Igbo that he said he was fighting for. He did not protect them. The killing was still going on. At times he claimed responsibility. At times they say it's unknown gunmen. Meanwhile, Simon Egba is actively involved. Is that not why the most people say, look, bring this man here? Since he's claiming responsibility, now he has been arrested by the Finnish government. What else is the problem?
But Barrister Darlington, will his arrest also stop his followers?
He's the one giving them the lifeline now. Is it not? He's the one funding them.
That's the point.
But
he was just arrested a few days ago. Just that few days ago, in fact, the next day, someone else who said is his chief of staff, also be the chief of staff of the Biafra people in exile, still came out to make a statement that his arrest will not stop anything and they will still continue the battle. So do you not think that there is a structure that is already put in place?
The chief of staff, is it Nigeria or in Finland?
Abroad too, not in Finland.
That is in Atlanta, hold on now. It's very simple. They should go after him.
She's a woman.
Whether a woman or hermaphrodite, let them bring her. Let us find out whether actually she's a woman or a man. You know, these people, they can do operations and change anything they want to change in their body. Chief of staff to who? That, what's that name? What did they call that? Is an Igbo name? Ngozi somebody. So she even spoke and all that. So let them bring her. I don't want her to deny what she said when she's caught. Because Simon Egba denied that he's not a prime minister anywhere. That is just another IPOB member. Meanwhile, IPOB said they don't know him. You can see how complicated this is. That people are doing business with Igbo people, with the life of Igbo people. When they are caught, instead of them to stand their ground, they will start denying. You now wonder, so why were you making all those noise that you want to declare Biafra on the 2nd of December?
And she said, and she also mentioned that that the declaration on the 2nd of December is non-negotiable, that it's still going to take place. And I'm wondering, how possible is that really?
Well, don't mind what they are saying. When she's caught now, she will start singing a new tune. If the Oga can deny himself, is it the chief of staff that will now stand the ground and being a woman? They are just doing business with the life of Igbo people. It's as simple as that. They are saying it so that the funding will continue. The funding will continue. Yet, Igbo people are being killed. They are being killed. Look at what happened in Enugu. Who responded to that? Nobody. And you are telling me that you are protecting the Igbos.
Okay.
If they have been retaliating, I think this would have stopped now.
All right, so Barrister Darlington, looking at a little development on Simon Ekpa's case, as the National Coalition Party for Finland, which is a member, has said that Simon Ekpa, will not be included or is not included in their country's election that would take place in 2025. Perhaps, apparently, the party has removed his name from their list. So, the leader of this, the member of the party was spoken to, and he did say that, while some people are responsible for their actions, but if their actions bring embarrassment to the party, it must be checked. So do you see this whole issue? Do you see Finland generally, because we're yet to get decisive updates as to what they are really doing with him, do you see Finland pursuing this to the end as a terrorist investigation like they named it to be, or perhaps now understanding that maybe it's just because they're seeking for secession is secession, that's why, and then perhaps handle it differently?
Now, Precious,
Sir.
Simon Ekpa can only be extradited to Nigeria if we have such an agreement with Finland. There is something we call MLAT, Mutual Legal Assistance Treaty. Nigeria have it with US, they have it with the UK and some other countries. Do they have such a thing with Finland? It is only when such is possible that we can begin to talk of extradition.
But because no, we're not even talking about extradition. We're looking at them trying him personally.
Hold on, I'm coming. Because the offense was committed against Nigeria. By a Finnish citizen. Now, Finland can only prosecute Simon Ekpa on the basis that he is a Finnish citizen committing an act of terrorism against another sovereign state. That is where they will come in, but they will not prosecute him because he committed the terrorism in Finland. That is the two different things. No? He's a Finnish citizen. Now Nigeria is accusing him as a Finnish citizen of committing terrorism in Nigeria. And the evidence are there. They even said that they've gone to his social media handle and saw all his posts and everything. And that is where they are getting their evidence from. So they may prosecute him because he's a Finnish citizen. To tell the whole world that they don't tolerate terrorism. That is it. I don't see them bringing Simon Ekpa here because of so many reasons, which may not go into. So if they truly mean to, the federal government can only pressurize the Finnish government to prosecute him and, jail him appropriately according to their laws. And not to bring him to Nigeria. Because if Simon Ekpa comes to Nigeria today, precious, I am telling you, in the next 10 years, nobody will prosecute anybody. They will just keep him in detention there, and then there will be another clamor by his supporters somewhere. You will now be talking of Nnamdi. You will be talking of Simon Ekpa. You will be talking of Nwajago. At a point, you don't know who you are even pursuing. They will ask you, they will not ask you, what exactly do you want? You are asking for Nnamdi. You have Simon Ekpa. You ask, who exactly do you want to be released? They will not complicate things. We don't want it. We don't want it. Let them prosecute Simon Ekpa in Finland. Let them prosecute him here, there, and keep him in detention. Let me see how he will operate from there. That's what we are saying. Then releasing Nnamdi Kanu.
But Barrister Nnamdi, I had asked you this question somewhere else in another forum, but I would like to, apparently because we don't have that recording here, so I'd like to ask here again. What do you think? There's something common, I've realized, that is just something common, let me ask us a question, between those who are presently agitating for Biafra and their followers. Is there something in terms of character and the way they carry themselves?
Precious.
Sir?
There is something common about the Igbo man.
Oh, generally?
Generally.
What would you call that?
Go and read Things Fall Apart. Where Okonkwo displayed the true character of the Igbo man. Very temperamental. When he's angry, he can face a tiger. That is one thing with an Igbo man. When he's angry, you will be doing or whatever, he will be leaving you. But the day the Igbo man said no matter what, he will face it. So
the reason I ask this question is because for those who are Simon Ekpa supporters, they seem to be very rude, arrogant, insulting, without reasoning, and it's difficult to want to even have a conversation, especially the way they go about their conduct.
You see, Precious,
and sir,
when it comes to propaganda, look, there are people who are very adept in propaganda. They can commit crime and put it on your head. You won't even know. They will do it in such a way that nobody will doubt it. You see this social media. At times, I don't take whatever is happening there 100%. It may not be true. That's the truth. Now, if they want to torpedo the Biafran cause, my dear, there is nothing wrong in somebody hiring somebody and all of them will enter the social media and start writing stuff that will make you hate Biafra, hate Nnamdi Kanu, hate Simon Ekpa.
So how has this attitude cost Igbos the agitation?
It is left for the government to separate the wheat from the chaff. The Igbo man, is he naturally aggressive? Is he naturally violent? These are the things that should be looking out for.
You know that there was also a time that there were footages of Nnamdi Kanu responding in court when he was saying that who is that idiot, who is that, excuse my language, who is that person who would do anything in the southeast if I'm release me and there will be karma. So his choice of words were also condemned by a lot of people. That does this not smack of arrogance too? So and a lot of people look at him, his choice of words and that of Simon Ekpa, and they related that it's very common, including the words of their followers too. So how has this, if it's arrogance now, cost the agitation? There
is a proverb in Igbo land. Yeah? Let me say it in Igbo and in English. That is, when you push an old woman roughly, rough word will come out of her mouth. It's natural, because that's the only weapon she have. If you push an old woman roughly, she will release a curse from her mouth as to vent her anger, as a revenge. It's natural. It's very, very natural. You can't use that to judge a man. But what I'm telling you, Precious, with what has been done to the Igbos so far, and they did not retaliate, please, does it show that the Igbos are violent?
Okay, so it's just please, sometimes in words.
Okay. Does it show? Try this with some people in the north and see what will happen. No, try it. If you say that we are violent, please try half of what you have done to the Igbos and they kept quiet. Try it with the north and see what will happen. So we are not violent. That's why everybody is insulting us. Go and check. It's natural for you to insult a peaceful man. It's very natural. That was why they killed Jesus Christ. Even with all he's doing, he said, don't you know that I have the power to tell my father and you bring out 200 million angels to fight this battle? But he did not. So when they were taking him to the Golgotha, they were insulting him, doing all sorts of. They said, you save others, save yourself now. The man was looking at them.
All right, so Barrister Nnamdi, let's move to other areas. Let's move to Rivers State. So in an apparent move against pro-Wike Rivers lawmakers, which we don't know yet or what they are planning exactly, the acting national chairman of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Umar Damagu, has asked the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) to conduct a by-election to fill up the seats following their defection to the All Progressives Congress, APC. 27 of them. Damagu's request was contained in a letter he addressed to INEC. The certified true copy of the letter is dated 13th of November 2024. Since then, Now the spokesman or spokesperson of the Opposition Lawmakers Coalition, Ikenga Oguchinyere, made the letter available to journalists at a press conference in Akokwa in Imo State just yesterday, Sunday. Barrister Darlington, could there be, is it possible that there is already love lost between Wike and Damagu? Or is it politics for them to declare the seats open so that APC will recontest and now win, and these lawmakers will now recontest under APC and win? What do you think is happening?
No, the letter does not hold water. That letter will not go anywhere. INEC will not honor that letter.
Why will INEC?
The matter is in court.
But court has never heard that case itself.
As long as the matter is in court, until the court decide, whatever you are saying is a non-issue. Damagu cannot on his own order INEC to go and conduct that election. Whether they like it or not, the court will decide on that matter. It's as simple as that. As long as that matter is in court, no individual can influence the outcome. It's as simple as that. So I'm not going to celebrate that. It's a wasted effort. It will not hold water. That's the truth. If the matter is not in court, we can say, okay, maybe, they are going to pressurize INEC to do something. But the matter is in court. It is left for them to pressurize the court. Go right to the CJN and tell them that, look, I thought they said that every election matter must take a precedence in court. So why is this one delaying? Why don't they want to rule on that matter? Let them write to the CJN now.
But yes. Other cases that were taken to court concerning the Rivers issue has been attended to. Some are still even under appeal right now.
Yes.
But why has,
exactly
the case that substantiates whether they are
defected or not.
Their defection will cost them their seat or not. That particular case hasn't been
That is
heard.
where they should write to the CJN. Maybe she's not aware. Let them write to her and then state all the facts. Let her even ask the court what are they delaying this matter for. It's as simple as that. That's where they should carry this battle to. Let them carry to the doorstep of the CJN and let her be aware of what is going on, because she said she had come to clean up the judiciary and she has been able to suspend some judges. So this case is very vital, because when you say present budget to lawmakers, meanwhile the lawmakers are in court, we don't even know their status now. These are some of the barriers, the barriers holding Fubara. Let them decide on that matter. Let us know the lawmakers that we are going to present the budget to. Let the court rule on that matter. The CGM must hear this and let us hear her opinion. It's as simple as that. If they truly mean it, let them write to the CJN. She must look into that matter because it's long overdue. The matter that came after that particular defection has not been taken care of. So why are they delaying that? Because they don't know how to wriggle out of it. They don't know how to change section 109. They don't know. That's why the thing is just hanging there. And the lawmakers, they are no longer doing any legislative job for river people who elected them. They are neither here nor there. It's a serious issue. They should write to the CJN and let her know what is going on.
But is it even fair on Rivers people that they've been without representation?
It's a very, very unfair development. Very, very unfair. Because the Rivers people elected those people to do legislative, to represent them.
So is it fair that...
It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. But what can you do? That's what happened when the judiciary is no longer the judiciary that is supposed to be the last hope of the common man. That's what happens. If not, that matter is not supposed to last a day in court, because all the evidence are there in the constitution.
But the Chief Justice during her swearing in said that she was going to sanitize the judiciary and ensure that it gains back its glory. And then she also requested for some of updates on these issues, and that's why we got some people under suspension without pay and all that. So shouldn't we also bring proper sanity?
That's what I'm saying. I say this particular issue now, somebody should package it, all the details, the facts of the matter, and present it to her. Tell her how long this matter has been delayed in a particular court. Then you will now ask, Mr. Judge, what is this matter doing in your court over how long? What is delaying this matter in your court? She's supposed to ask. She's the CJN. Take it. Bring this into her notice. Let us see what she's going to say. And tell her the implication of delaying this matter. Because right now, the 27 lawmakers are not doing any legislative duty in Rivers State.
All right, so Barrister Darlington, let's quickly move to other issues because we have step-down conversation today. So let's get the calls coming in before our step-down conversation. Now, the publisher of Ovation magazine, Daily Momodu, has revealed that an aspirant gave $30,000 Barrister Darlington. 30,000 US, that's about 50 million naira to each of the 774 delegates during the 2022 PDP, that is People's Democratic Party PDP presidential primary. Speaking on the Key to Keys podcast show, Momodu expressed regret over spending nearly 50 million naira to purchase a PDP form. In fact, he said that he's not going to contest again. That I don't want to contest before we talk. Let me just read that one. So he says, but if I pick up my money to go and buy a presidential nomination form of about 100 million naira, and the last one I spent about 50 million naira to buy the form, this could have gotten me a property, and it was a waste because nobody voted for me. Not even one vote, because everything was monetized. During the primaries, that everything was monetized. He says there was one of the candidates who paid as high as $30,000 per delegate, and we had 774 delegates. So how do you compete with them? In fact, quoting him, he says they have stolen the country blind and doing all kinds of deals to make money, especially those in the oil-rich areas. Do you think he's pointing at a particular person?
Yeah, it's not
so he now says it's not easy, and that's why you can't compete with them. That's why they insult Nigerians. They insult Nigerians anyhow because of the amount of money available for them in raw cash. There is no country in the world where people control raw cash like they do in Nigeria. The bulk of their money is not in any bank, so they are not traceable. If today you ask some politicians, they look you okay. If you ask some politicians that look, you need $500 million to become a president, they will find it. So people like us will. In fact, he's asking that where would the common man start from if they were to, contest for a position. But Barrister Darlington, this is a huge revelation. One person paid $30,000 to each 774 delegates. This is massive. What does this mean to our democracy?
Precious.
Sir?
He only talked of PDP own. Have you entered APC? You saw what happened.
And he mentioned in Nnamdi, especially those in oil-rich region. I was wondering if there is a particular person he was trying to point at.
If not Wike, who else? Who was that person from Rivers that contested? Who else?
So how possible was it that he would have spent that kind of money yet did not win? Could that be why he's paying? That's what some people are asking. Could that be why he really went against
the reservation
his party?
money he was collecting for Rivers? What did he do with it? What did he do with it? Tell me. Rivers State is an oil-rich country now, oil-rich state. So all the money is not equal to the development in that state. And you now ask yourself, where did the money go to? It's the same thing like Lagos. All the IGR and all the money coming into Lagos is not commensurate with the development in Lagos. So where is the money going to? These are questions now. So what you are accusing Wike of or anybody from the oil-rich region is nothing compared to what some people did in Abuja during their own primaries. When some people stepped down on the day of the primaries, they stepped down after some things exchanged hands. So what do you make of that? You are talking of thousands. The other one is in millions now. It's in millions, so Precious.
Sir?
It's in millions. If you bring out $200 million, and you gave everybody $1 million, is it not 200 people? Precious, answer me now. No, is it not $200 million? 200 people. So what you saw 30,000, what is 30,000 is like a peanut now to the person we are talking. This other guy spend millions. And if you are holding $1 million, you can just fold it to your arm like this because of the currency. The American dollar is not too bulky like that. And you are talking about maybe $100 bill. It's not too bulky. So what are you talking about? Some people spend much more than that. And look at where they are today. So I don't think it doesn't make news to me because it is a fact. I can only make it if it's something that is very strange. Ordinary off-cycle election here in Edo and Ondo. Didn't you see how money was being traded openly? In those days, it used to be 1,000, 2,000 naira. Is that not true? Now, the stakes are high. 20,000 naira for your vote, 30,000 naira for your vote. They are paying as high as that. And that is how the election is being conducted in Nigeria today. It's now the winner takes all. It's no longer about the people's choice. It's about the choice of money. Money is not choosing our leaders. Money. Precious money is choosing our leader. And you are telling me that a man who spends so much to enter into government is going to work for you. No, please. Somebody who spends that kind of money to enter into government is coming to work, do something in your favor, something that will benefit your life and your children. That means you are dreaming. You are dreaming. It can never be. So when people are talking about those who plan to become whatever, it's all about money. Precious is money. Nothing else. The more money they want, the more money they get. It is money. If they become the richest man on earth, what is wrong there? They will tell you how other businessmen have become so rich. So what is wrong if they too become so rich? It's not about service at all. Don't do it. Whenever they come and be talking, I say, look at, they are talking to gullible Nigerians. When they come and be telling you how they are working, they are working hard. Working hard for who? You are working hard for your pocket. Because if you are working for Nigeria, precious, I would have seen the sign. You can't deceive me. You can't deceive me. If you are working hard for Nigeria, Nigeria cannot be suffering. And you go about buying expensive items. For what? With borrowed money. Is that how to show service? Precious. I don't know whether you know. Ejakonde ruled this Lagos state, the richest state, a former federal capital. As at the time this thing was going on, Jakonde had the opportunity. All the money he used to build all these houses, pressure, he did not borrow one naira anywhere. He used Lagos state money to build all those houses. Jakonde was living at his own house in Ilugbeju. What are you telling me? Jakonde was in his own house in Ilugbeju. Nobody has accused Jakonde of taking one naira that belonged to Lagos state up to today. Please, are you telling me that such a man should not be celebrated? But you left him and you are celebrating charlatans. Let somebody come and tell me now today that Jakonde is not worthy to be celebrated. His statue should be built in Alausa. His statue should be everywhere. Because that is the man who worked for Lagos State, who administered in Lagos State with sincerity, with the fear of God. He did not even travel anywhere. Precious, go and show me that particular estate that belongs to Jakonde. They say it's his own. All the estate he built it for the people. He didn't collect one naira from those. It doesn't belong to him. They just call it Jakonde, just in remembrance of the man who built it. Not that he's the one who owns it. But Precious, go today, go around Lagos State from Lekki to what do you call it? Magodo. Go and check all the estates from baby. Go and check. Landed property owned by one individual. Lagos has almost become his own private property.
Very suddenly. And
you people are telling me that, please, let's talk another thing, Jare. Look, Precious, I am not even bothered again. You see this thing we are saying, they will listen very soon. Don't worry, when Sheyi come on board, he will now conclude what the father started. That time, I will now know how far. I will ask them how far, how market. They say that you cannot serve father and serve son. You will serve him. You will serve Tinubu's son. You must serve him. You serve him. If they said he's coming to rule Lagos, are you not aware? I want the one that said it.
No, the things you said about property and all that.
Really? You are asking me,
I'm asking.
Yes, you are asking me.
Yes, sir.
Are you serious?
Yes, sir.
You say that estate at Magodo. The owners of that state, it was taken from them under the military to build a general hospital. That was why the people gave it away for public use. All of a sudden, the thing now became somebody's private estate. And they went to court. And the court said, please, go and take your land back. The day they gathered bulldozers to come and clear that place. Someone, in the middle of the night, he came out to stop them. Someone, the governor, he came out to stop them. Why did he do that? What concerns him? Please, what concerns him over that matter is a court ruling. And now they say, we are going to discuss it, we are going to compensate you. All of a sudden, that was the end of the matter. Pressure, that was the end of the matter.
Nigeria phone line is open. Let's begin to take your thoughts and reactions on the conversations raised tonight.
They left their problem, and that's what is paining me. You left the person that's causing problem for you are trusting the Igbos. Every time, Igbo, land, this and that. And after show me one particular place where an Igbo man is dragging land in Lagos with anybody. Or where he's occupying any land by force that he did not buy or he's not paying rent. Go and show me that place. That is how to prove that, yeah, these people, they are grabbing land. Any Igbo man, including myself, you either buy or you are paying rent. So how is that a problem? Did you take any land by force? The people that are taking your land by force, you are not even talking to them for God's sake. Precious, you see how painful this thing is. And people have sold your land. If not that Dangote came to tell us how somebody sold their land to him at $100 million, we wouldn't have known. We wouldn't have known. Was it an Igbo man that did that? Yet they will leave him. They will leave him and be chasing Igbos. Whenever they have problem among them, they use Igbo to settle it. And you want me to be happy with that? Precious, you want me to be happy with that?
All right, Barrister Darlington, you've said enough. The phone lines are open. Let's begin to take your thoughts and reactions, Nigerians. In case you're just joining us, let's quickly run you through the hot topics that we've had tonight. And the hot topic tonight, we told you that tension in Abia community as soldiers, gunmen clash. We also told you one injured as gunmen attack Anambra vigilante operatives. Sit at home. Private mission schools closed over gunmen attacks in Anambra State. And body of slain farmer found in Enugu community shortly after killing of 3 farmers. Headsmen blamed by deadly assault. For deadly assault from we also told you that the story of Simon Ekpa as a politician in Finland and the updates from his political party and what they said. And then River State crisis, conduct election to replace sacked pro-wiki lawmakers. Acting Chairman Damago to INEC, tells INEC. And then we'll move on where Dele Momodu explains how an aspirant gave each delegate $30,000 during the 2022 PDP primaries. An aspirant gave $30,000 to 774 delegates in the 2022 PDP primaries. Lagos phone lines are open 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call. That is 0700 903 903 903. The WhatsApp line is 0817 175 6338. 0817 175 6338. That is the WhatsApp line. I think my phone line is freezing because I'm seeing a call. I'm trying to pick the calls, but they're just freezing. All right, let's go. Hello, good evening and welcome. Please help me turn up the volume of your radio set when you call us. Good evening and welcome. Yes, please.
Good evening, Precious.
Yes.
I'm calling from the.
You're welcome. Go ahead, please.
I just want to drop a word for my Darlington. For Senator Monepa, when it comes to issue of Monepa, by Darlington will be next side. He will be saying that Monepa is a terrorist, is a criminal, and that you hold him. Not that I hold him. They are still killing. Some are killing our people in Enugu State.
Exactly.
God will judge them.
Exactly, my brother.
So they put on Monepa, they put on Igbo people. Now Igbo people, they kill themselves. Even federal government, where they kill us.
Exactly.
Now God will judge them. That's what I want to say.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome. Oh, dear.
Hello.
Good evening. Yes, please welcome.
My brother.
Precious, good evening.
Yes,
Darlington, good evening, sir.
Please reduce the
God
volume
bless
of
you.
your
How are
listening
you?
device. I can hear myself there.
I have Alexo.
Exactly.
Alexo, you're welcome. Go
Can you
ahead.
hear me?
Go ahead.
Thank you, my brother.
Before I forget, this Friends of Committee in Port Harcourt, because now they are not doing any legislative work. Are they getting salary? Are they getting paid? Because if they are being paid Rivers tax money and they are doing nothing, does that justify any good thing there? Is it right? And concerning this 30,000, you said this politician paid to 700 and something delegates. It's a chicken change to them now.
That's $30,000.
Cost, to them, it's chicken change now. For somebody to have ruled a state for more than how many years? 80 good years. You know how much these guys have siphoned? And you said it in your outline that their money is untraceable. So where are they keeping this money? That is why you see this money they keep sharing center. They go and convert it to dollar, and they know where they keep this money. That is why you see that it is very hard for people to compete with these guys.
So are we going to remain like this, really, if that is correct? Are we just to remain
we
like
can't
that?
remain like
For how
I
long?
tell you, even Sheikh Tinubu is coming on board.
Yeah,
I'm telling you this fact. We know this plan before. This is their plan. Mark this, and I will call you the day when they announce this. This is the plan of the father. Even the son himself is nothing that in him. There's no doubt about
All
this.
right,
So
thank
these
you.
people, they know how they
Thank you.
gather their money.
Thank you, Alex. I
Thank
appreciate you. Thank
Remember
you.
Ikoyi
Hello, good evening
Gate.
and welcome.
Remember Ikoyi Gate.
Hello.
Yes, you're welcome.
Hello?
Yes, you're welcome.
Yeah, is VOP?
Yes, this is VOP. Welcome.
Yeah, President, I greet you.
I greet you too. Welcome, sir.
Yeah, I give Paris Darris thing. He's doing a great job. People have been making us happy.
Thank you.
So please, I want to, my own personal opinion pertaining to what we are talking about. I want to express my own opinion. Do we know that this tax problem is started from Buhari's regime? And then, due to the hatred he has for Igbo, he allowed all these things going on. He also makes sure that anybody that speaks about Biafra, they get the person down. All the people that have been fighting for Biafra, consulting to release Nnamdi Kanu, they make sure they get them down. So to release Nnamdi Kanu, I think in my own opinion, we should look at all these old generals that fought the war, like Buhari, Basanjo, go on. We should seek, the Igbos should know their position, what they think about us. Because their mind is still high over Igbo. They don't want Igbos to be. And they have already made it for us to understand that anybody that speaks about Biafra is a threat.
All right.
I
appreciate you. Thank you. You said your mind. Thank you. Thank you. You've made your time. You've had your time. Hello, good evening and welcome.
Hello, good evening, Precious. Good evening.
Sir, you're welcome, sir.
Good evening, Precious.
I can hear you. I said you're welcome, sir. Thank you.
Barrister Darlington, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yes. Even the Igbos acquire their land and take parties. You know that this our brother, they find it difficult to travel to other part of this nation. They don't go. If they are working in a company and they assign them, they want to transfer to the other state, another state of this nation, they will not go. They prefer being here. And those who are accusing Igbos here, acquiring land, indigenous of Lagos self, they are also visitors. Came here to claim what they did not owe. You see? And the people here just abide by their word. They don't listen. You can see a man who come from Osun State, he will come in Lagos here. An Igbo man will come and buy a plot of land here. Tell them that the Igbo man want to come and claim on a land. After paying, all this one they are taking from them, they don't pay cess. And my brother keep quiet and they will focus Igbo. You can see now.
My brother,
Even this thing now, as they say, they started doing the trouble. This is what they do. They market it. Everybody is against Igbo. Igbo. Anybody who wants to seek an opportunity from some.
We use Igbo.
All right, I appreciate you. Hello, good evening and welcome. No, you cannot call me and the volume of your radio set is high. Please, if you do so, I may have to let you go. Please turn it up, sir. Oh, ma'am. All right, when you're ready to call us, please kindly call back. Hello, good evening and welcome.
Good evening.
Yes, please, you're welcome. What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
My name is Ebere.
Ebere, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Lagos State.
You're welcome, Ebere. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. What I want to say about this Nnamdi Kanu and Nnamdi, I mean, Samuel Eka. One is that my fear is this. Like they say now, soldiers went to fight with some people in United States. I don't know. Until any husband are killed in Igbo land. If this what is called we call combing in Igbo land, maybe they got information that these Fulani husband are in their bush killing their people. To organize combing. People had it and the program sent the Fulani soldiers to kill. What does it mean? Because if somebody say your bush killing your farmers, in Igbo land, we say we go for combing to pick out those who are not committing this above. And these soldiers went and killed institutions in Igbo land. Have they helped us? No. That is it. And at that time, whatever his name is, it's Finland people that arrested him, not even Nigerian government. Nigerian government is using person to arrest him, not even Nnamdi government. I mean, for Enugu State government. So they will try him there and do whatever they want to do with him. These people that is collecting money from people, let the Nigerian government here, Enugu State government, let them fish out those people and arrest them and parade them, let people know whom those people are. Young government, it has been well established.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate your apologies. Thank you. All right, hello, good evening and welcome. Hello.
Good evening, Precious.
You're welcome. Thank you. What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, Mayor from Ikosebu.
Mayor, you're welcome. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
quickly, I want to share one or two things. If Deliver Modu can review the amount the PDP buy for the delegates, let's also review how much ATC bought the delegates. That's by the way. Then about land in Lagos State here, let me tell you, after buying the land for more than maybe 10-15 million dollars in the area I stay, before you do a foundation, you pay almost $500,000. Before you do decking, you pay almost $500,000. Before you do roofing, you pay almost $500,000. Before you paint, you pay money. Is it our fault? People will pay for them to move the dead ones on the day. We have to pay for it. Everything will pay for everything. Every guy will pay for everything. Is it our fault? You want to sell, I want to buy. How is it my business? For me to buy what I want to sell.
I wonder.
All this is emptiness. It's emptiness. It's nothing but emptiness. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right, so let's go back to messages now. And this message here says, the answer to your question that why borrow money despite subsidy saving is to ask you over there why you, the media, and other Nigerians don't want to know it, or why you qualify your question as rhetoric. The Nigerian government choose to invest in financial papers than to spend monies on their own people welfare. They borrow these monies at little or no immediate financial interest, though with immense consequences on the economy. To invest in a financial paper with quick rate of returns than to invest in real sectors that can positively impact the people. The lazier governments tend to borrow more. That's what he said. Tochukwu Adele Thompson from Obanikoro sent in that. And then this says, good evening, Precious and Barrister Lansing. Please, why do you have $20 billion and you want to borrow 2.9 billion naira? I'm telling you, okay, let's just say, that's just paltry 30% of the money you have. Yeah? Okay. It says, these people are joking, Nigerians. Adako from Igondo sent in that. And Austin from Alaba says, just as Haji Sirika brought to us fairly used airplane 2 weeks to their exit dates, now another one was having $20 billion while we're begging to borrow $2 billion. What a country. And then this here says, Precious and Barrister Darlington, good evening. Why is it paining you guys now when we say Fulani headsmen killing people are terrorists? Precious would say we should not mention any tribe, and that they are not Fulani headsmen that are killing people like chickens and almost everybody. So the thing is, according to the profession we practice, you don't profile a tribe. So it's not that Precious said, because you have good, bad, and ugly people from different tribes. You cannot tell me that it's every headman that is caring for their cow that has a gun and that has destroyed people's farms and that have killed people. Not all of them. So the way you have good person is the way you have bad people. It's not everybody from every tribe that is a drug dealer. It's not everybody from every tribe that is a 419. It's not everybody from every tribe that is this. So you have character trait is not ethnic or tribal. You find it in every tribe. And that's why they say that. KJL, I hope I have cleared you. Now you Sabisha with your double standard. It's okay. And Chief Udo says, I think the gunmen, unknown gunmen, were used to give IPOB bad names, kill Biafran agitators, and make Igbos look bad. This was how Nigerian soldiers disguised as Biafra soldiers to attack some riverine communities during Civil War to make them believe Biafra soldiers attacked them.
Exactly.
Asari also boasted of killing Igbos and IPOBs and Igbos. Let's not forget that, okay? And then Amechi from Afoluku says, this headsman killing is one of the major reasons Nnamdi Kanu is agitating. This is the only reason why ECNA is formed, because The Fulani killers, or armed killers, are already attacking Igbo territory, especially in Enugu and Ebonyi states, where they share boundaries with North Central. And when we defend ourselves, Middle Belt, when we defend ourselves, the switch talkers will analyze and blame Igbos without clear solutions. That's the height of insincerity and hypocrisy. May God save us from evil, wicked people. That's what you said. And good evening, Precious and Darlington. Precious, and just laughing at you and Darlington dishing out APC propaganda concerning the amount of money they saved. How on earth can someone have enough savings and still continue to borrow with huge interest? Precious, it takes a lie to cover up lies told previously. No wonder Reverend Cook accused them of coming unprepared, and which is 100% correct. They came in power with propaganda lies and deceit, and they will surely end up with the same. Precious, silence everywhere in the land. Evil reigns when good men and women keep silent. May you from a quarter sent in that message. And then this here says, Precious, do you know that Okay. All right, I'll leave that. Barrister Darlington, you and your brother Chilaka are always defending IPOB as if you're members. Instability and destabilization in Igbo land can be traced to Nnamdi Kanu founding of IPOB. IPOB is only chasing shadows, as there is no referendum in any African country's constitution. Nnamdi Kanu has achieved fame and wealth through deception of Igbos that will be obtained. That he will obtain independence through dubious agitation. As a barrister, how can you be supporting something that is fraudulent?
Are you serious?
Mazio Kichuko.
Okay, fine. Please ask him, how come the entire Yoruba elite, the cream of the Yoruba elite, went to Republic of Benin to go and defend Sunday Igboho? I mean, the Ooni of Ife, he appointed 400. I'm talking of the main Yoruba, elite. They went to each time Sunday Igboho's case come up, all of them, including Obasanjo, they went there. So what was Sunday Igboho doing at Barakbadia?
So, Barrister, going by his questions or concerns, do you believe that Nnamdi Kanu is going about the Biafra issue the right way, and do you think is achievable by the way he's going? In
what way? The way he's going about it is the same way every other self-determination group goes about it. It's just that criminal element.
Is his aim achievable?
Why not?
Going through it
Why not? It's just that the federal government allow criminal elements like Simon Egba to hijack the process. That's what I'm telling you here. If they had released Nnamdi Kanu as we have demanded, nobody will shoot one single bullet in the southeast. Nobody. Was it like this before? It was this unknown government that invaded the southeast from nowhere. And
so
now they are blaming. Who is supposed to do that? Is it not the federal government? The security agent they brought into the southeast, ask me, what are they doing? They were brought there to secure life and property. Are they doing that? Rather, under their watch, things are getting out of hand and you are still blaming Nnamdi Kanu. No, tell me. Let them release them, then let this thing continue. The Igbos will equally say what they are saying now. Nnamdi Kanu, you are the problem. But we have looked into our crystal ball and we have seen what is going on. Everything this young man told us about Nigeria and about it is what is going on. Maybe that's why they hate him. That's why they don't want to release him. Everything he said is what is happening today. So is information no longer power? It is better for you to be forewarned to be forewarned is to be forearmed. He alerted us, but people threw it away until they started implementing their agenda. Precious, please tell me, when did the Igbos become violent? It's a question somebody should answer me. When did we become violent among ourselves and among other people? Is it in our character? The answer is no. So when did this start happening? Let somebody answer that question. So anybody telling they are supporting Nnamdi Kanu, these other people that supported the Sunday Igboho, who declared a self-secession before the camera, what were they supporting him for? Did the Kanu do 1/4 of what Sunday Igboho did?
All right, Barrister Darlington, moving on. No, did he? Moving on now.
These other people that went to take a government in your state, did anybody do that among the
Barrister Darlington, you've responded. Let's
so let him go and sit down.
So Iwonha Ikechukwu posted on WhatsApp. He says Ruben Abati have become deaf, not talking on the killings of Igbos in their farm by herdsmen and armed herdsmen. When the Igbos will respond one way or another for the killing of their people, it will become news.
It will become news.
Giving Igbos name yes. The eyes of the world. Free MNK, that's what he said.
Exactly.
But do you believe that Igbos really don't sell land to their people, including their in-laws?
Precious.
Yeah.
God Almighty.
I'm sorry. Let me rush up. So I think
please.
It's wrong for me.
The person that is saying that should go to Onitsha, go to Aba, go to Enugu. Let him do investigation. Please, if there is no single Yoruba or Hausa man that owns a property, that is living in a property in any of these places, I will stop talking on air. It's a challenge. Precious is a challenge. I told you here that the former area commander in Mbano was living in my house until he retired. I didn't collect 1 naira from him. Precious, as I talk to you now, go to my village, beside my Eze's house, Ezengozu Walaka, a Yoruba man and NYSC copper who finishes the NYSC started a school beside that place. He's still there.
Did he buy a land? Did they give him the land?
Of course. We gave him. Nobody's disturbing him. I said, beside our Eze's palace, beside his house. Nobody will see all these things. If we are too hostile, why would you even allow us, even if you want to buy or we gave it to you, why would we do that? Right. Since we are like that, if you go to Mercy Hospital Umulogo, where you have school of nursing, go and see how many Yoruba ladies are there. One of them wanted to rest their house in my house, but before she came, somebody else have rented it.
All right, but let me move on with messages.
So I'm talking of and I know that there are so many examples all over. So why would you be playing this narrative for God's sake, Precious? Why? Meanwhile, the very people who are taking your land by force without paying any money, Precious, without paying any money. I give you a typical example. Do you see that there's one TV house at Ketu? That place where that TV house is, it used to be technical school, boys technical school, Ikosi. Somebody like that house, you know what he did? He just removed the school and brought it to a solo and then put his TV house there. He didn't pay a dime. If you go to Lance Alausa, that place is still bearing the name of that school. Meanwhile, a TV house is there. Precious, a TV house is there. He didn't even bother to change because he did not pay any money. Is it not when you pay money, ownership will change? He didn't bother. And so it is all over Lagos. Is it the boss that did all those things, please, for God's sake? Is it the boss? Please, this thing is so annoying, serious. It's very, very annoying. And they tell me that they are sophisticated. It's a center of excellence. Meanwhile, this evil is going on under your watch and you could not address it.
All right, so Barrister Darlington, moving into other issues. This says, why are politicians leaving the real issues and talking about Simon Ekpa? Isn't Simon Ekpa's voice causing? Is it Simon Ekpa's voice causing insecurity in the north and the west and other parts of the nation?
Nigeria, don't worry.
Using this to disorganize the southeast for their political gains.
That's why we said let them
stop all the propaganda and
let them continue.
As it is constitutionally mandated.
Thank God they have seen that we did not support Simon Ekpa, so that they will not say, yeah, we are the ones supporting it. Shebi, I was here, I said it is Simon Ekpa, you're on your own. Now that you have been picked up in Finland, let me see. It is not that all the propaganda and all the lie will be exposed. All
right, Barrister Darlington. This here says Barrister Darlington's analysis on Simon Ekpa is a masterstroke. Kudos, Barrister Darlington. Emeka from Abason sent in that message. And then this here says, is it Fulani terrorists that are enforcing sit at home in Igbo land? This your guy, Darlington, is not speaking the truth. Simon is not the one carrying out the action. He only gives order. There are Igbos in the southeast who are enforcing the sit at home and causing harm to the southeastern. Then is it good? You mean gunmen from the north, so to say, will be walking the whole east and nobody can see them? I don't believe you.
The unknown gunmen that usually kill people who comes out on Monday, who are they? Why have all the army and police they put in the side? Why have they not been arresting these people? Please, somebody should explain to me, because during that particular day of the week, everywhere is so quiet, everywhere is so free. So how come these same people will operate and disappear. With all the checkpoints, the pressures, how do you define that? Please, people should be very wise when they are talking. We said it that let them bring down Simon Ekpa. Let us see where this problem is coming from, so that they will not see we are the ones supporting it. Let us see. So who is enforcing it? Are you not aware that people used to come out on Monday, and when they come out, they are shut down? Right. They are killed.
Right, Stephanie, so let's go back to the phone lines. Hello, good evening and welcome.
Right, good evening, Precious.
Sir, you're welcome.
Good evening, Barrister Darren. Today is C2 calling for Freita.
C2, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Yes, Precious, at least Igbo people were condemning the atrocity of Simon Ekpa. At least we are bold enough to tell the whole world that Simon Ekpa is a terrorist with evidence. Okay? With evidence, we are not coming here to speak. These are Igbo people for you. When we see something wrong, we condemn it. Simon Ekpa boys. That's why I'm calling the Eastern politicians, the governors. If you know you are hiding the atrocity of Simon Ekpa, which means you are accomplice, release the atrocity of Simon Ekpa to the media, so the media will see where Simon Ekpa boys dig up a trench, throwing our people, cut off their head. These are facts. With the fact, I'm not making it up. We have the fact of what that guy have committed in a life. You own your own brother, you call him Sabo, you cut off his neck, throw him in a ditch and pour acid. These things are happening. We are not going to hide it. We are not like other ethnic groups that hide evil. It's a fact. We will give you thousands of Simon Ekpa atrocity. Now, let's go to Ruben Abati, whatever his name is. It does not start today. After all, go and check out Samad Bello tape in 1960, where he called Igbo people names. This is where this thing starts, where he said that Igbo people, he talk. Even BBC that was interviewing him asked him, why did you hate Igbo people so much like this? He couldn't even explain. He was talking something else. It didn't start today. Now, we know that Asari Dokubo boys are in Southeast, the killings. The people that give him the contract is Igbo politicians. That give us, that's why they cannot talk the activities of Asari Dokubo. They are there killing. We know the activities. Then Ebubagu, created by them for Umahi, with the SARS that they drove away. They are there. Right, we know, or we have all this record.
You've had your time. You have your time. Even though there is no evidence to all these things that you're saying, no, but you've had your time. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for calling. Right, I take a few more messages on Seyi Tinubu and governorship of Lagos. Emiloko is a Yoruba word meaning it is the turn of my son. Hey, Omo Miloko. It is a bigger and better political strategy than Emiloko. Omo Miloko synonym is dynasticracy.
Yes,
government of a family by a family.
For the family.
Guys, stop this. Antonym is democracy. Democracy is, please stop this. Stop this. Francis, I appreciate you. All right. So this here says, good evening, Precious. Unknown gunmen are the killer squad of Asari Dokubo and some Nigerian soldiers. And I have 2 plots of land at 9th Mile, and I am ready to sell the lands to non-indigenous people. Leo from Lagos Center. 9th Mile is where?
Is Enugu now?
Okay, 9th Mile. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's go back. Hello. Good evening and welcome. No, you turn up the volume of your listening device, please.
Barrister Darlington, I agree to specialist, sir.
Dio.
No worry, I don't put hand for the off button in case you want.
Well done, sir. And our APC spokeslady. Our market.
If he makes you sleep at night.
Oga Darlington.
They don't say
like 20 earlier, if you make references to people that built Lagos, you can give respect to Jakonde. Marua.
I'm telling you.
You can give respect to Fashola and Nnamdi. The other 2, I don't know what to say about them. You cannot give what you don't have. So that aside, Oga Darlington, we are in deep this thing in this country. I don't know. Now. Let's look at what really happened.
Your time is going on.
My point.
Your time is going now. Soon quench it.
Look,
I go quench him.
Wait.
Talk
Now,
on talk.
now.
You have to gather your thoughts.
No, they read my message now. Make I talk now.
Hey, you are wasting time now.
You remain 20 seconds. Continue.
No.
They wait.
Yes.
Now you can see what has transpired in all this. What do you call it? This their APC. I mean, this their what do you call it? This how they came into power.
Now, their primary election.
Mentioned of how they were giving delegates money and every other thing.
That one is obvious. It's obvious. Everybody knows.
All right, Dayo, you've had your time.
Some people pay more than the others now. So if a government can...
Please help me turn off the volume of your radio set. Turn it off.
Good evening.
Yes, you're welcome.
Yeah. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, my brother.
This is someone from Sulu. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead, please. I can hear you.
Okay. Nice work that you are doing.
Thank you.
Concerning what is happening in the southeast. Can you hear me?
I'm hearing you. Go ahead.
Okay. The truth is, we the Igbos, we are not even seeing what is going on. We quickly jump into conclusion that Samanasa is the problem. It is not the problem.
No, we are claiming
if you come to Olo, most of us Zimbabwe boys, they are not from Igbo land. They don't speak Igbo. Who are those people? We are in this country, and a certain individual made a trade that is going to wipe an entire region, and nobody said anything. Same person came out and said that his boys are in the southeast working, that the state government contracted him to supply boys. Today, nobody asked him, "Okay, come and explain to us what is happening." And today we are jubilating Samanekpa this. The main issue is this. Even if you arrest and keep Samanekpa, because the main people that are causing the problem are still there. That is the main issue. We are not even looking at the plans that people have in the southeast. There is a grand plan to wipe the entire region. That is what is going on. Go to those places. You cannot see a single young man in those areas.
It's a fact.
Who are doing all those things?
It's a fact.
And on the day of that room, everybody is supposed to be in the house, and these people will come and operate. And army are still there.
Never mind them.
They will come and operate.
I appreciate you.
Exactly. Precious is true. So by the time we now said, okay, please, by the time we now accuse federal government, let them see how they will defend themselves. That's why we said it's good they brought out the Samuel Nekba down. Let us see what will happen next.
All right, so going back to more messages. Maybe I should just go to YouTube because there are lots of messages on YouTube so that we don't disenfranchise them. Maka, equity, fairness, and justice. All right.
When did APC become...
Barrister Darlington, I don't have strength today. Barrister Darlington, I'm not well. Oga 404 says, Nnamdi Kanu said, serve Nigeria and come back in shame. EK son of Anioma says, you call the non-gunmen innocent. This man, You see the problem with you people, the way you talk. You see the problem with you people? Dennis Ugu says Igbos know how to talk about problem facing them, but they don't know how to be united with one mind to tackle it. Chiba Miracle says, a tech expert says, the guys are talking, oh wow, really? The Nigerian government that is not doing anything to save the nation. Biafra is coming. All right though. Okay. But Darlington, the insulting, plenty insult. Insult upon injury.
You say it now.
Inside WhatsApp. I cannot read the insults. The insults are the ones that are upon injury. That's the ones they have here. Okay. KNSDK says Simon Ekpa needs to be stopped. He has killed enough Igbos. Nnamdi Kanu was more reasonable.
Precious, listen very well. When Ojukwu started Biafra, he has a very good cause. There was every good reason. But some people advise him, look, you can't do this thing alone. Let us have one. Even Russia, the Soviet Union offered to help Biafra. Ojukwu said no, that he would do it all alone. Are you getting me? Even some people from Benue, Taka people, they came, they said, look, we know what is going on, we want to be part of you. Ojukwu said no. Pressure, did you see blunder upon blunder? On his own, he decided. From Enugu, because they entered from Obola for a Benue side, Enugu. That was how they entered Enugu. While they were discussing at the government house in Enugu, Ojukwu and his top military this thing, the federal troops were already approaching. No buffer, no defense. This thing. That was how they started pitching their headquarters from Enugu to Umuahia to Mbise to Madonna High School in Etiti. He started running. We had almost 4 headquarters. The last one was at Umuahia before he now drove from there to Uli, where he now left for Ivory Coast. All because of what? Not listening to sound advice. You see this thing we are telling them now, they are abusing us. I pray that they will cause this problem on their own. And let me see. Look, when you have a hot soup, Shebi they say you will lick it quietly and slowly until you finish the soup. Is that not true? All this nonsense that they are taking on this out of ignorance, insulting themselves. I have said it here. This insult is not the way to go. Put your eyes down, reason, think of what to do, think of how to approach the problem and solve it. If you play into the hands of your enemies, you will lose out too. Because right now you have nothing that you can hold on to.
All right,
the ammunition you don't have, the military you don't have, nothing. And you are doing gra on social media, insulting some of us. If you don't bring wisdom, it will end up like Ojukwu ended up with Biafra. Mark my word. It will end up like that. Because that war would have been, in fact, it would have been a done deal if Ojukwu had listened to some advice. Okay, you wanted to take Lagos. You said a banjo, Yoruba man, who stopped at over here and was speaking language with his kinsmen. Is that not a blunder? Meanwhile, Madebo was there, who would have entered Lagos freely. Please, people should be very careful. They should not let us talk. They should not let us talk.
All right, so moving on to more messages now. All right. Otomobong James says, whoever had referred to a certain ethnic group as a dot in a circle would automatically wipe away that ethnic group if all the armamentarium and powers are at his disposal. What is happening in the southeast is a deep-rooted inhumane hatred against the Igbo or the eastern part of Nigeria. Stop the killings. And Friday from Ekoto says, arresting Samonekwa cannot stop the sit at home in the southeast. Why do we start hearing of Fulani headsmen again attacking eastern region after arresting Samonekwa? If nothing is done as soon as possible, killer headsmen will keep playing their parts in ensuring that insecurity continues in the southeast. Releasing Nnamdi Kanu will restore peace in the southeast. And it is here says Nigeria should speak in one voice, compelling our legislators to declare a state of emergency for the amendment of our electoral law, because the manners at which our politicians use judicial officers as stooges for their political victory is gradually moving Nigeria to a state of anarchy, as also independent candidates should be entrenched in our constitution. And then this here says, all right, Osaze from Igondo says, when it was in the news that something fell on the vice president's aeroplane, and Barrister Darlington said it's a tactic to demand a new aircraft of the vice president. 2 days later, Borno State House of Assembly said the vice president needed an aircraft. For that day, I believe everything that Barrister Darlington is saying. He said today that Sheyi Tinubu is coming to become Lagos State governor. That is how it's going to be. Save the date. I mean, serve the father and serve the son. You guys, stop. I have a positive personal impression of Barrister Darlington. However, I strongly disagree with his journalistic methods. He's not a journalist, please. He's my guest, just so you know. He often presents conflicting views, prioritizing sensationalism, and lacks objectivity in his reporting. Furthermore, his unsubstantiated claims mislead many Nigerians, making him an Aberdeen from Bagada. Well, he's not a journalist.
No.
So he's a human being like you. I'll be a listener like you. So he has his opinion. That's just what it is.
Precious.
So,
with all the insult, did he correct me? Did he say that this is what I said that is not wrong? This is the true position.
Okay.
You see people.
Okay. So
when I said what
Aberdeen kindly come with a superior argument.
Exactly. Tell me that thing I said that is not true. Then you correct me. Okay. Educate the people more since you know better.
All right. And this here says, Ogada Linton, thanks for your work. And Peter Osifo is hearing with the government is doing. Barrister, I love your way. Paulinus from Isola. And then this here says, Precious, good evening, Jeremiah from Chevron. These politicians are Yahoo Plus. Calm down. And Darlington, please, Barrister Darlington, can you help me on our on our to write petition against maritime president comrade Adeyanju, who is still yet to pay the Nigerian dock workers previous palliative of terminal benefits. That's what you said. Okay, so let me go back to YouTube.
The whole of your group, you didn't have any.
Obed Oji says the different pitches of the voice of Queen Precious is sincerely magnetic. Thank you. Amen. At least one prayer among millions of curses. This will go a long way. From your ears to God's mouth to God's ears. Great things. It says the country is going and we are busy talking about it. Hemasin says, okay, it says, shame to, I beg, go and sit down.
Shame to who now?
But it's not to leave and make you go sit down.
Shame to who?
Don't get strength. I never chop. Now, we don't chop the fights. And Beckham Wake says the Nigerian government should release Nnamdi Kanu. Please take care of your health. Thank you. I appreciate you. When did Kanu do half of what Igboho did? Darlington, do you have more jokes like this?
Okay, hold on. Please, somebody, hold on. Somebody who came out and declared the secessionist address, is it a fact or not? When did Nnamdi Kanu go that far to declare the Republic of Biafra before the press and brought out all the symbols of state authority, the Fadaka, their national anthem, their flag, the everything? Sunday Igboho displayed it after reading that address, secessionist address. He read it. Is it not a fact? When DSS invited him, did he answer them? Is that not why they now went to go and pick him by force and he ran to Republic of Benin? Please, what are these people distorting history for God's sake? You have done that before and you succeeded. You cannot do it under my watch. No matter how many you are, you can no longer use propaganda against the Igbos. What kind of joke is that? Why were they? Why was he haunted? Why did he run into the Republic of Benin? Since he was innocent. And why did all of you go there to go and save him? Because you have a large number of Yorubas in the Republic of Benin. And they ran there because of the war going on in Yoruba land. What are you telling me? You did that propaganda and deceived the whole world against you. You can't do it again. You cannot. These other people, this Abiola wife that did it in Ibadan just yesterday, that one is a joke, too, Abi. No, that one is a joke. Whenever you want to catch cruise, you now use the Igbos. You now use Nnamdi Kanu. Somebody declared that they should kill Tinubu's wife. No, that one was a joke too, Abi.
All right, Barrister, listen.
Was it an Igbo man that said it? He came out and said it because none of you could challenge that man, that Alhaji Tenshi. When he said that Tinubu's wife is an infidel, they should kill her. That God will tell that so. Did any of you reply that man? Did any of you talk? Or you come out and tell me, did anybody, including Bayo Nonoga, nobody challenge that man for what he said? And you are here making noise. Can you just imagine? The people that was killing your people at the Igboho there, before Igboho rise up to save Wakili, Alhaji Wakili. Was it not what kidnapping Yorubas and the Yorubas go and bail them in his own house? What? No, hold on. I want to reply that man. He said that, do I have more joke? I have more joke. I want to say it now. If it is a joke, come and challenge me. Why did the Igboho start what he did? Is it not when they were kidnapping people in his own ground, on his own father's land? You left all that one and you are pursuing the Igbos. It's a shame. A very big shame. What nonsense.
Let me count this. We're taking calls. Hello, good evening and welcome. Yes, please.
Yeah, good evening, Sister Precious.
You're welcome, sir.
Darlington.
What's your name, sir?
Oh, my name is Mr. Mukoro. I'm calling from Ojo.
Mr. Mukoro, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you, sister. May God continue to strengthen you people.
I wanted to say me was F, so it's okay. Go ahead.
No, not talk that one, I beg. Now, Sister Cordelia, I don't understand that one.
Why I not going to understand me? We're not be River State from. We see they talk now.
This speaker, calm down.
Can you to calm down? Oh, yeah, they talk.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I just want to note a point here. You know, my sister, this issue of this Igbo of 18, your son, arresting Samuel Ekpa will not solve the problem. The problem they are having in that east is this Nnamdi Kanu. Let them release that man. Let them just release that man. If they release that man, you see that all the tension will calm down. Because one, they arrested both on the Igboho and even Sowore and co. They released everyone. You understand me? Now they left only Nnamdi Kanu there. So Sunday Ekpa is not the problem of this East fighting here and there. That is not the issue. They should release that man. Secondly, in Lagos State here, I've understand something that Igbo people are now being hit, by this our tribe here, this Yorubas. You understand? Sorry for saying this, because I understand a lot of things. Igbo people are suffering from this hatred from this tribe, Yoruba, any Igbo. My sister, if you come to my place, Delta State, you will see Yoruba people that have land, have buildings in my place. Even the highest bakery in my town is Yoruba. If you come to my town, you see Yoruba people that have bakery, buildings, and everything. The highest bakery in my town today is owned by Yoruba man. A Yoruba man that served in my place as a youth corper, now marry our sister, dominate, and have buildings, and even have a bakery. Nobody drove in, nobody fighting. You understand? But you cannot see the Yoruba people will not see other tribe in their state. They will start fighting, start quarreling. You know why? Because of hatred, enviness. This thing is caused by just enviness. So let me use this word, the last one, my sister. How can you have 3 children? Oh, just the last one. Sorry, my sister. So see, the issue is that how can you have 3 children, then you now love 2 more than 1, and 2 are not conniving against 1? That is just the problem. You understand me? Hausa and Yoruba are conniving against your Igbos. That is just the problem.
Anyway, oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. All right, Mr. Darlington, say you seen a small money they take chop hot soup.
Exactly.
My mouth don't depend me, so I want to take a break and enter step down conversation. Because he who fights and runs away lives to fight another day.
Every time they will know the truth and they will not to dodge it and they package it so that you look guilty.
I would get back to taking more of your calls and your messages as I proceed on the show, but I want to quickly take a step down conversation. So I have joining me in the studio Gilbert Okolie. Yay! Gilbert, how are you? Okolie, that sounds very familiar. Like I know some artists that bear the name Okolie. Who are those?
Okay.
Who are those who bear Okolie? Do you know any Nigerian artist that bears Okolie? All right, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for joining us. All right, so tell us about yourself a little bit.
I'm Bro Gilbert Okolie, a gospel artist.
I deliberately not put that bro inside though. You still go call yourself that bro. Yeah, okay, bro, welcome, bro.
I prefer that one.
It's okay, bro. Yeah, you're welcome.
Bro Gilbert. Yeah.
But I don't want to. People won't know why I had to laugh. This my customized laughter, because if I tell them the things that happened and transpired off mic, if I open, that is a step down conversation. Let me tell you, people, gossip. I will give you details of the conversation between To Handsome and Barrister Darlington. That is worthy of step down conversation. To Handsome, should I fire?
No.
Not today. Another day. Okay, let's go, bro.
I will buy you Romeo pizza.
Personality this night. Romeo this night. Romeo. To Handsome, order the Romeo. Because my mouth is scratching me. Order the Romeo before I talk it. Will you add ice cream or not?
I will.
You confess.
Everything you say.
You people are here. He said you add ice cream to it. Okay, I forgive you. If you don't add ice cream on Thursday, I'm looking for step down conversation. I will use you for step down.
As long as the chairman is backing me, I will pay everything.
All right, my brother, go ahead, please. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your music career.
Yeah, I'm Bro Gilbert Okolie, as I read said before. I'm a gospel artist.
That is, you sing for the Lord.
I sing for the Lord.
Why did you choose gospel, and not secular? Because there's a lot of money in secular. You don't want to sin against God?
No, you have to go by where you are called. It's not what they want to do.
So the people that sing secular, were they flashed?
Well, if you are called to do so, you can.
I'm just asking. It's just an enlightenment. So go ahead.
I decided to do what I was
So
called
what
to
kind
do.
of gospel do you do? Is it praise or worship or,
I do warfare praise.
Warfare?
Yeah.
Hey!
Fire to fire.
Hey! It's either the devil hears or he hears.
Yes,
he doesn't have an option.
By fire.
I like it. Stop it. Okay. Don't stop it. Okay. So what inspires you to write your music?
Yeah. Though it started from the man of God I was following as my mentor back in the day. So he influenced my life. He do more of warfare prayers and so many others. So when I started following him, so the thing came over me. Then everything I do come out with that fire praise fire praise, warfare praise, and then assisting those that do more of deliverance prayers, and those that run like videos and some ministries that do more of prayers. So our music help them, because you can't be praying and praying and praying and praying. So when you pause from prayers, then you have songs to back it up.
All right, awesome. So how long have you been doing this again? I thought to find out.
Yeah, by the special grace of God, I think I've done this more than 20 years.
More than 20 years?
More than 20 years.
Yeah. Did you start from church or you started in the bathroom? I like to ask that bathroom question because a lot of us, we started singing from the bathroom. You find out that we have fine voice in the bathroom. But when we come out, something changes. Yeah. So please, how did you start?
It's a good thing to know that I think I do have such experience.
Oh, you start from the bathroom.
Yes.
You see, every time I speak this word, I speak it's a reality.
I started from bedroom, but I think I do have some experience that when you are in bedroom, I think you have a quiet place. You have a place where you can put water on your head. Everything about you calms down, and you're alone. You are not talking with anybody. You are not with your phone, and everything is just quiet. Like you are in a will I call it maybe counseling mood or something?
So that means
your natural mood.
So does it mean that you've used only gospel? You've done only gospel all your life?
Yep.
Have you featured any Nigerian artists in your gospel music?
Not at all.
And you've not thought of featuring any?
I'm not led to.
But have you written songs for other Nigerian artists?
I've not done so.
You've not written?
No.
Why are you wasting your fire talents?
No, everything I do is still in line with what I do. I can't get a song that is not in line with what I do. I do more of warfare songs, and I can't give it to someone who do ordinary praise. It can't blend.
It can't blend at all. Oh wow. Okay, but if in Nigerian artist features you, would you oblige?
Yeah, it's possible, but I have to do it my own way of taking it to God first. If I get conviction and direction from Him, I can accept.
Okay, so while you were on air with Handsome, my colleague, you mentioned something about having a song that a popular Nigerian artist, I think that's Casey, used. How did that happen? Tell us.
Well, I think I went...
tell us the story. I'm assuming I don't know it, so please tell us.
Okay.
Because there are lots of people joining us for the first time who may not know that you have a song that a popular Nigerian artist like Casey would have jumped on. So go ahead.
Yeah, I think I went for a program in Port Harcourt, and then I got...
Now my Port Harcourt, then they call Port Harcourt. Calm down, brother. You go to talk and small.
Yeah, so I got a call.
You're not talking like our grandfather. They go on Port Harcourt. Yeah, go ahead.
No, you call him Pitakwa.
I got a call from so many of my fans, opening my eyes to what was going on, and they say that Casey released a new song.
Is it that he used it or he sampled it? Sorry that I'm rushing you.
No, he used my songs.
All your songs?
No, he used two tracks out of my song.
Which of your songs?
Tiwara Mozo Sirike and the Ejimo Barayeje.
In that his gospel medley thing he did.
Yes.
Oh.
So he used the two.
I thought those were old gospel songs that he decided to redo or sing.
If you want to redo, it belongs to someone.
So you are the original owner of the song and you wrote it.
Yeah.
I bet remind us the lyrics of the song.
Tiwara Mozo Sirike, Jesus Tiwara Mozo Sirike. Tiwara Mozo Sirike.
Holy.
Jesus Tiwara Mozo Mo.
Daddy
Tiwara
Mozo Sirike.
Tiwara
Mozo Sirike.
Ejimo Barayeje. Ejimo Baraya. Ejimo Barayeje.
Ejimo Barayeje. Oh, Barrister Darlington, you're not feeling the spirit. It's flowing.
I'm bringing the bass.
Is it not me that brought the bass? Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So this song was used.
Yep.
And were you consulted?
Not at all. Not at all.
Have you written to him?
No.
Why have you not reached out to him?
Well, I think
you have the right to.
I have the right, but I don't really want to make mistake.
Why?
I decided to get the right people and right information and right counseling if I can do such. I don't need to dabble into something that.
So, are you saying that you don't feel offended? You like the fact that he helped you make your song popular, or you don't want to seek redress because you don't want to make mistakes seeking redress. You rather seek redress when you have the right path to seeking redress.
No, it's not making the song popular because the song is popular already. And then there's one thing we do. We can allow people to sing our songs on stage, not going to studio. To produce it or remix it. No, it's wrong. But you can play it on your programs.
So, but he went to the studio, and so what are you going to do? That's the question.
Yeah, I think
are you not looking at reaching out to him? And because if you don't, another person will take it. Which other song will you get? Because me, I be like saying, I'm going to go sing them next. But I have voice.
I know.
Do you doubt me?
I know you.
Give me voice, I go follow you now. Don't doubt me. Give me
a
a cappella, make I follow you. What are you talking about?
I'm sure you can do it.
You sure? I like the confidence you have in my musical career. Because if talking stops, because these people are calling me APC woman leader and I don't like it.
I know you are multi-talented, I know.
Thank you. Thank you for the vote of confidence. I don't know whether you're saying it mockingly or...
No, after hearing you here now. Give back. Watch how the net copyright violation may come from how.
I'm having headache.
She can't.
I'm having headache.
I think we'll have a good foundation.
All right. So how many albums have you? When did you start recording properly?
Yeah, I did my first recording in 2002.
Okay.
And then I tried pushing it, and I did everything humanly possible, but that one couldn't go anyway. I lost
a lot of money.
Virtually everything I
can imagine.
And I was discouraged. Even the family was on my neck that I couldn't, go further. I should just abandon it and then do what the family are known for. We're into spare parts business and all that. But I have to obey them after the meeting that I should concentrate. So I allowed it to be. So, but the urge and the thing was disturbing me. I can't rest. So after 2 years, in 2004, I sneaked out of the house to Onitsha for that production. So I did it the same day, concluded it the same day, finished everything the same day, and came back the next day so that they wouldn't know that I traveled for something like that. So when I came back, I was just playing it at home. So at times, one of my friends, came across the song and was like, guy, this song is something.
Is that your best song so far, in your opinion?
Yeah, what is a best song? Is
that your favorite so far? Because it's your breakthrough song.
No, the right language is that your fans choose your best song for you.
Okay. So which of your songs do they like the most? Because I want us to do an acapella before I finish the show.
Yeah, by His grace, I produced the 14 tracks album, and that 14 tracks was a hit track. All the 14 tracks was a hit track.
Give us the one that your fans like the most in that 14 track.
They like everything. They like Tiwara Mozo Sirike, Ejimo Bara Yeje, Izrega Larere, Charge Me Now, Imeneka Nwero Wem, Ebe Momo Dabere, Obeima, Chimoma. No, a whole lot. It's more.
Oh yeah, Mukunak one a cappella now. So they here now, sharp. Because I cannot play your song in full on YouTube because I'm streaming on YouTube. So just give us an acapella so that people would have a feel. Perhaps they've heard the song before, but they can't put a face to the music, so they can have a feel of it. Go ahead. No. I did. Make a bring bell. Hold it. Knock me. Go ahead, brother. We don't finish our time. Oh yeah, no.
No, you give me the key now.
Hey, I don't know why you do like this now.
You go start.
Now you will get key now. Now you hold key and padlock. You tell me give you key. No, start. I don't know your songs, so so start.
No, any beat you give me, I will go with it.
We will start the beating. Start.
If you start, we can do it. If you start.
Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
But the key, so the speed is much.
Okay. Oh yeah. Give me. Just cool down and sing your acapella. Sing.
We'll not bring the beat.
When you start, I start beats. Not be Obaraya. You don't sing that one. Sing another one. Make them know you.
Okay. Izere lariri guafero, izere lariri, izere lariri guafero, izere lariri guafero,
izere lariri Israel. What is this song speaking to?
Israel galarere. Israel must be free from the hands of Pharaoh.
Oh, Israeli.
And
So do you get all of your music from the scripture?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So time is going. How do we get in touch with you next time? Will you come next time when I call you?
Yeah. Even today, my coming here today, I think
is accidental discharge.
No. It's when you have people that love you, that want to assist your work
stop
with
it,
you.
I love it.
I had a
so how do we reach out to you now that we love you this much? Now
I think I have my phone number.
Call it sharp in case somebody wants to call you for ministration.
070-3285-7727.
You know we're ministering into your life now.
Yeah.
So go ahead again.
Yeah,
because the Lord is leading me to tell you to call your number. You don't know if you will receive something.
Yeah, 070-3285-7727.
We have a lot more to talk about, but are you on social media so that those on social media can reach out to you and perhaps have a feel of your song? What's your name on YouTube? You have your songs on YouTube. What's your name on YouTube?
Gilbert Okole Samuel.
Gilbert Okole Samuel. That's your name on YouTube.
Yep.
Gilbert Okole Samuel. And if we go there, we can see all your music on YouTube. Awesome. Thank you so much. But our time is fast spent. Pastor is coming.
Let me advise you. Now that we have met. Please don't sleep on your right. When God have blessed you, don't misuse it. Don't give it to another person. What Casey have committed is an offense when it comes to intellectual property law. He has violated that law, the copyright law.
Thank you.
Seek redress. Tell a lawyer to write him first.
All right.
His reaction.
But Barrister Darlington, our show time has ended. Thank you, Lagos. Thank you, Nigeria. That's the size of our show. For those that I couldn't take the messages, please forgive us. I love you guys. I appreciate you. I see you again tomorrow evening. I'm looking forward to having the local government chairman of his solo local government tomorrow, perhaps alongside with Dr. Digi tomorrow. So it's going to be a power-packed conversation. You don't want to miss that. My name is Precious Enyi. I love you guys. Even though they say I be PC woman leader, and I know I don't like the name, but I still love her anyhow. See you tomorrow. God bless you. Good night.